Hello everybody, this is Dr. Pratima Shastri and I am going to share my views with you on a very important topic. Your nutrition is your concern. As we all know that good nutrition is a prerequisite for good health. We are going to study it in 5 parts. Part 1, positive attitude towards food and proper diet is an investment. Part 2, know your food and what is balanced diet. Part 3, diet and disease, consequences of improper diet. Part 4, how junk is your food. And part 5, how to make proper choice. Think global, eat local. So coming to part 1, positive attitude towards food and proper diet as an investment. So let's just have a look how the attitude towards food has changed during evolution of civilization. When the man was in hunter-gatherer stage, the sole aim to consume the food was to survive with whatever food is obtained at whatever time. Around 10,000 years ago, the agricultural civilization started. Humans settled down in various parts of the world, especially near the water bodies, and he started cultivation of selected crops. The first crops to be cultivated were the millets, grains which he had discovered in his earlier life. Gradually, other crops like fruits, vegetables were added, cattle rearing started, dairy was introduced, and somewhere in between, the role of fire to enhance the taste and palatability of the food was discovered. And this combined with the year-round assured supply of different types of foods, women who were the food managers, they started to experiment with combination of different ingredients and different cooking methods in order to create a variety of taste and textures. This marks the beginning of culinary art or cooking. Food now became a medium of pleasure, enjoyment. It also acquired social importance like celebration, festivals, and sharing the food with your near and dear. In last 50 years or so, the adverse effect of consuming too much of pleasure food combined with the changed lifestyle and the stress is being observed all over the world, and even agencies like World Health Organization has expressed concern for increase in lifestyle disorders. This is definitely connected to improper food intake. The current trend is to shift to the food for health. Let's come to the present day. Why do we eat food? We definitely eat food for survival because we know all the nutrients are coming from food. But that's not the sole thing. We eat food for pleasure, for emotions, for reward, and more than that. Remember, food is much more than the means of survival or source of nutrients. It's a cultural identity and passion. It is in harmony with the local agriculture, with the genetic makeup and the climate and the season. Food culture is essential component of heritage because that has ensured the survival of race. Let's see what is exactly food culture. Food culture is described as the way in which human converts the nature's bounty prior to consumption. In short, every step from farm to fork. In every part of the world, there is a tradition to respect the food as a blessing of God because the food sustains life. There are good and bad foods, seasonal foods, and festival foods described in each type of traditional food culture. The festivals are generally related to the harvest season, like Baisakhi in Punjab, Pongal in Tamil Nadu, Sankranti in Maharashtra, or even Thanksgiving in Europe. And on these occasions, food is offered to God and is shared with family, friends, and community to create social bonding. The food culture is affected by several factors: social, geographical, technological, and commercial. The traditional food culture always supports local farmers and processors because it is based on local crops. It is cost effective due to less expenditure on transportation and packaging. Recently, a concept of food mile been described. Food mile is the distance between place of production and consumption of any food. An increase in the food mile results in reduction in freshness and the nutrient content, and it also increases the cost. So, increase in the food mile is not really desirable, but in recent years, different factors like population migration, agriculture transition, transportation facilities, media intervention, social changes, All this has resulted into increased food mile and along with that a transition in food culture. A global food culture has been established because food preparation is no longer a basic household activity. Food is transformed from being a basic necessity to a marketable commodity, and this has resulted into global food culture. Now coming to the second part, the nutrition as an investment. So let us first consider what is an investment and what is a good investment. While in financial sector, we restrict some of the immediate impulses and we keep our earnings or make provisions for expected or unexpected challenges in life. The good investment is which is readily available during crisis, and of course it has minimum hassles like unwanted taxes. So let us first consider what is the role played by food in our life, and then we'll be able to realize what kind of returns we are going to get by investing in proper food. If we compare our body with an automobile, there are some similarities in it. An automobile requires structural components like metal, rubber for tires, glass, etc. Similarly, body requires structural components, mainly proteins, because all body tissues are proteins, but it also requires calcium, which is essential for bones. Now, an automobile will require fuel. The requirement will depend on what is the run of that vehicle. Similarly, our body requires energy for all our activities, and this energy is provided from carbohydrates and fats. Efficiency of the car is improved by oil, which gives lubrication, then paint, which provides corrosion, safety locks, AC, and many other things. Similarly, there are many micronutrients to improve the performance of the main nutrients. They have regulatory functions, they improve immunity, and many more things. But with these similarities, there are two differences. When a car is at rest, it doesn't need any fuel and it doesn't undergo wear and tear. On the contrary, even if at rest, even when we are sleeping, the body is working. The respiration goes on, digestion goes on, oxygen transport goes on, blood is circulated. There is growth as well as wear and tear of the body. Second major difference is if your vehicle is not functioning properly, you can get an exchange for a new model, but no exchange offer is available for your body in your lifetime. Well, the soul is immortal and you do get a new body, but not in this lifetime. So, if you do not take care of your body, who else is going to do that? And if you do not take care of your body, where is your soul going to live? And how you are going to achieve your dreams? Because a healthy body is required to move towards your goals. Now, there are some important aspects of nutrition. If the body has proper nutrient reserves, then the body can cope up with the challenges and the recovery is fast. Otherwise, you have to take loan in the form of costly medicines, costly supplements. So, prevention is better than cure. Nutritional disorders do not develop overnight, just like you get an attack of flu, and neither they can be cured in a week just by taking a course of antibiotic. They develop slowly and they are cured slowly with proper diet. So a stitch in time saves nine. We do realize now that nutrition at every stage of life is very important and nutrition is a concern for everybody. Proper nutrition is not just important for your own life, but it is also important for future generation. But nutritional responsibility of woman is not just restricted to herself. An adolescent girl today is going to be a mother of tomorrow and she has to have proper nutrition in order to prepare her for this responsibility. Bonus of this investment is returned in the form of a healthy life and a healthy child. Unfortunately, India occupies first position in the world for the incidence of low birth weight of newborn babies. That is less than 2.5 kg, not a thing to be proud of. It is established that incidence of low birth weight is related to the nutritional status of mother, and the nutritional status of mother is the result of the nutritional history of mother during her adolescence. Some of the effects of undernutrition during her developmental phase cannot be reversed, and therefore proper nourishment and good birth weight is the best legacy that only a mother can give to her child, and that is the importance of considering nutrition of adolescents as an investment for the new generation. So what we have discussed today is we must have positive attitude towards food because food satisfies senses for few minutes, satisfied hunger for few hours, but the effects on health and well-being are long-lasting. And nutrition is an investment which pays not only in your lifetime but also for future generation. So enjoy your food and have good health too. Thank you so much.